Boom, yes people, back with another one, man, and you see the talent video. Today I'm gonna be getting into how you present yourself is very important on attracting better quality women. Now this is something I've been through as well, going through looksmaxxing, or even just with fashion. You guys know I'm into fashion, and I feel like not enough people speak about this. When I changed my fashion sense, yeah, I changed the way I dress, but it was basically in general how you present yourself. I noticed I was attracting different, not even just women, but people. Obviously we're going to talk about women, right? So yeah, basically I'll put up pictures of what I used to dress like. Basically, I still have two styles that I follow. So it's a streetwear style. I still dress like that from time to time, but I've sort of have evolved into smart wear, if that makes sense. It's still edgy. So basically what I'll do is I might do dress up, dress down. So that's half. Let's say the top half I might dress down. So when I mean dress down, maybe something casual that's not really too smart, a knitted vest or something like that, right? And then with the bottoms, I might dress up, so I might wear pleated trousers, which looks a bit more smart. I might wear pleated trousers or just normal trousers in general. And then I don't overdo it with the shoes. I always wear Converses because they go with everything, and you can still get that streetwear look with Converses, but you can also get that smart look. If you're into fashion, you know what I'm talking about. With Converses, you can wear them in any scenario, bro. They're such an iconic shoe, innit? That's why I always wear them. I have like 4 pairs, bro, and I just rotate between them. I don't wear any of my other trainers. So I'll put up pictures of the streetwear stuff and what I used to wear, and maybe I just took. So when I used to wear the streetwear stuff, I could tell there was a type of women with a certain aesthetic I was gravitating towards, if that makes sense. So obviously when you're wearing the streetwear stuff, you're gonna attract the women that are into that like, streetwear edgy type vibe, innit? Which is cool. Them women are cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But I noticed so as I said, I still wear that, I still dress that way. But when I dress the other way, which I'll upload pictures now of the sort of style I'm talking about, it's a completely different aesthetic. When I dress like this, is more like the clean girl aesthetic. I don't know if you guys know what the clean is. Girls with like when they wear their dresses and they got their heels and they look like pretty face card. It's like, don't get me wrong, they both look good, but it's two different women. And I know basically what I'm trying to say is the two different women. They're two different aesthetics, yes, but they also have two different characters. If I want to say that, I would say like women with the streetwear and all of that, they're a bit more edgy, not masculine. I feel like that's too strong a word, but I'd say edgy. They're a bit more edgy. They're a bit more like, rough around the edges. Whereas when I dress not the streetwear way, the other way, like the one up, one down. I call it one up, one down. So like smart up and casual down or whatever. It's just like, yeah, you attract the women with the dresses and they might have decent jewelry and they have like a certain aesthetic. I'll put pictures up maybe of women that I've spoke to and you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'll just go on Google and put pictures up of the two different aesthetics I'm talking about. But yeah, I feel like those two aesthetics, as I said, you get good looking women with both of the aesthetics, right? But I feel like we've act a bit differently, is basically what I'm trying to say. They act a bit differently. With the clean aesthetic, I definitely say the women are a bit more feminine. They a bit more, but I'd say they're a bit more lifestyle-ish. They like the nice things, you get, but they're more into their feminine frame. Whereas the streetwear side is just like, they're a bit more, they're not masculine, that's strong. They're not masculine, but they're a bit more rough around the edges. But it's more like you can chill with them and them, if that makes sense. So, and yeah, the difference on how I was attracting these two archetypes, let's say, is basically how I was presenting myself, how I was dressing, bro. Also the events that I go to. So, as I said, I do both. I currently do both, but I'm more dressed like the clean way now. But I do my streetwear stuff sometimes. And honestly, it depends where I'm going and what events I'm going to. But if I don't know the event and I'm gonna do a clean wear, just because the clean wear and the clean cut smooth wear is more universally accepted, whereas streetwear is more niche. There's only a certain amount of females and people that are gonna rock with that, innit? Whereas I feel like the rest, people outside that realm might look at you and be like, oh, but you look a bit childish. Whereas if you're in that realm, you're gonna, oh, I like them sparkly jeans. You get what I'm saying? But with the clean wear, with the smooth wear, you can step anywhere and people are gonna be like, oh, like, he looks good, he looks smooth, he looks clean. You get it? Also, I'm getting a bit older now, innit? To be honest, I've stopped wearing streetwear like that. As I said, I do wear it sometimes, but more time, if I'm going to a festival or something, I might do a bit of streetwear, yeah. But if with the events I usually go to and stuff, it's usually the more clean wear, if that makes sense. But yeah, man, the way you present yourself definitely determines the women you attract, bro. Because humans are visible creatures, bro. Without opening your mouth, you're already being judged, bro. That's why when people get into looksmaxxing and stuff, I hear it. Don't get me wrong, some people are way too extreme with it, but for sure your looks are important, bro. Your looks are important, and I've done things to improve my looks, and I have seen the benefits of it. Whether it's more friends, more sexual options, let's just be honest, more friends. Like, you get when I improved my looks and my dress sense, I was getting invited out more. I was able to make friends easier. I was able to speak to women easier. It's just like your looks do play a part, and it does give you opportunities in life. Even in, I told you guys about me getting in shape and how that's how I got the job. The guy literally told me because I look capable. He said, you're big and strong and you look capable. So he gave me the job. Whoever says your looks don't matter, they ain't living in the real world. So the way you present yourself definitely matters. But it's not just about looks as well. Because I want to talk about energy, innit? Me personally, I would say I'm more of a chilled person. When it comes to dating and in general, I'm more of a chilled person. I'm not hyperactive. I don't do too much. Anyone that knows me knows that Nathan, like, he doesn't do too much. I'm just chilled, like, yeah, I'm just a chill guy, cool, like, just a cool guy or whatever. And I feel like that energy matches, basically that energy affects my dating life. So if I get with a woman and she's highly extroverted, it usually doesn't work out, bro. You get what I'm saying? It's usually just like, I feel like she's doing too much, etc., etc. I feel like it's just, yeah, it's a bit too much. Whereas if I get with a woman and she's like sort of on my type of time, she's not doing too much, she's calm. That's basically what I like. That's personally what I like. But I know men that they're bored of that, bro. They get bored quickly. They want a woman to be like, it just all depends on what you want, innit? But energy is another thing that people don't talk about. Definitely your energy determines a woman you attract as well. I feel like if you're more of the chill, calm, cool, collected, if you're more of that side, I feel like you will attract more of the feminine, soft, just calm women. Whereas if you're on the other end where you're like super extroverted, you're always hyper, etc., I feel like them women are sort of turned off by it. They might like it for the moment, don't get me wrong. Some women are, yeah, I like I might have fun with him, whatever, but for long term, they might look at you and be like, he does too much. You get what I'm saying? But your energy definitely plays a part, bro. My energy has basically always been the same. So I am the way I am. I don't do too much. It's just like, I'm chilled. I don't force things. I'm never the center of attention, bro. I'm always just cutting through. I'm never the center of attention. I'm just doing my thing, bro. You get it? And that can be a bad thing as well, bro. Because there has been times throughout my life where I've been too in my shell, and you end up being invisible to women, even to opportunities in life, everything. You end up you have no presence in a room. I don't want people to get that mixed up. I'm going to be calm, collected, not do too much, but now I'm going to be completely silent, not say none of my thoughts, and basically be invisible in a room. You don't want to be invisible, bro. You still want to have that presence. If you are introverted, that's something that people who are extroverted, people who have that sort of energy, they don't have to worry about, because people usually gravitate towards them, innit? But for introvert people, which I am, I can speak on this because, as I said, I am introverted. You don't want to be too quiet where you're getting like, you don't have no presence in a room, bro. You get what I'm saying? One of the ways to combat this is get in shape. I keep saying it, bro. Get in shape. If you're introverted and you're in shape, Your body does the talking anyway. Your body does the talking. If we're talking about girls and stuff, you'll go from, oh, like the quiet guy who doesn't say nothing, he's a bit weird. But if you're quiet but you look put together, you look handsome, you're in shape, you dress well, nice perfume, it's like, he's quiet, but you get it, there's still, you're not getting lost in the room. Whereas if you don't have all the other stuff, you'll get overlooked a lot, bro. Get overlooked a lot. As I said, with the job interview, with the job as well that I got, I wasn't, when they were interviewing like candidates or whatever, I wasn't the most talkative, etc., but I still had a presence. Like, you have a firm handshake, you make good eye contact with it. That's all stuff I have intentionally worked on. I intentionally have a firm handshake, I intentionally make eye contact, all of this stuff here. So it's just like, even though I am a bit more quiet, you still have a presence, and obviously the physique helps, innit? Another thing, especially in dating, another thing why how you present yourself is so important, because I feel like women see you, and they know whether they'll sleep with you or not within 10 seconds, bro. Within 10 seconds. Without even you saying a word, bro. Women can analyze. Women are hyper. They see every little detail. It's like every little detail, right? So they can look at you up and down, and they know whether they're wet or not, bro. They know whether they're gonna give up the cheeks or not. Or not, bro. You get? So that's why when people say game and all of the, don't get me wrong, you do need to have a certain level of game, a certain level of charisma or whatever. You do need to be smooth in a certain aspect. But if you haven't got that initial presentation, that all of that game and charisma, that can't save you, bro. That can't save you, because what's the word I always use? Primal. That initial attraction is primal. It's something that is just biological, bro. So women see and they know, I would sleep with this guy, I won't sleep with this guy, bro. They know he's sexy or he's not. You get? And it sounds kind of shallow, but it is the way it is. It's not even just women. Men do that as well. Men see a nice body and they're like, you get? Or to see a pretty face and or they might see someone who they don't find attractive, and it's just, we all do it. We're not gonna admit it, but we all do it, bro. It's just like, it's even more prominent in today's society with social media and stuff. But the way you present yourself is definitely, you definitely have to look at that, especially in 2026 now, and pattern up, bro, basically. Also, I want to say, when I spoke about fashion, right, and energy, but it's also things like body language, as I said, eye contact, basically how you, like, what your energy are you projecting, bro? You know what I'm saying? And as I said, you don't need to be the loudest guy in the room. If them guys usually seem like they're getting all they're patting up, which they probably are, because everyone likes, I'm sure we all know a guy that's extrovert, like they're extroverted, they're always the center of attention, and then the females gravitate towards that. But if that's not your bag, that's not your bag, bro. But that doesn't mean you still, and obviously them guys come off as confident, which they are. You get what I'm saying? Extroverted people are usually way more confident. But just because you're introverted doesn't mean that you can't present yourself in a confident way, bro. Just because you're not doing too much or you're not saying too much doesn't mean you can't give off that confident energy. Yeah, women love confidence, bro. So if you're not extroverted, you still need to be able to give off that energy that you're confident. And that's the things I just said: eye contact, body language, not breaking eye contact first, saying what you actually think, not being too agreeable, disagreeing with women sometimes. Not every time, oh yeah, I agree, like you're nodding your head like a dog. Nah, what? Like sometimes you go against what she's saying. That's all levels of confidence, bro. You having the confidence to actually say what you think. Whereas guys, I don't know, some guys think they have to like KR, like basically simps will KR and do all of that. But if you true attraction, you know that, boom, you need to have a backbone, basically. Basically, it's down to respect, innit? If a woman don't respect you, she can't be attracted to you, bro. Any woman that is attracted to you, she respects you, bro. Yeah. So, and that respect comes with speaking your mind at certain times, knowing when to say, knowing what to say, knowing how to say it. All of that stuff, that shows confidence. Yeah. So, in general, how you present yourself definitely will determine the type of women you attract, even down to your environments. That plays a part as well, down to your environments and things like that. But even with dating apps, bro, if I show you the pictures that I put up earlier, right, with like streetwear stuff, I used to have them sort of pictures on, innit? I used to have them sort of pictures on. Then I switched it to like more the clean wear, and the women I was getting likes from, and yeah, it was different, bro. It was different. When I switched to the clean wears, more women that were wearing dresses. They might have like nice backgrounds. They might have the pool. But you see that clean high girl aesthetic, bro. That I was attracting way more of them with the clean look, whereas when I was with the streetwear look, is like more of women with the loads of rings, and they got the mad hoop earrings, and it's just like, as I said, I don't mind both women. Both women have their, yeah, they both have their pros and cons or whatever. And in general, both these sets of women have good looking. They're good looking, right? But basically what I'm trying to say is the volume of which I attract depends on how I am presenting myself. So if I'm more the streetwear and all of that, I'm attracting them women. If I'm more the clean look, I'm attracting like women that are in dresses and heels and all of that stuff. It's just, it is what it is, bro. But yeah, man, all in all, you gotta project yourself the right way, and you gotta have the correct aesthetic to get the woman you actually want, bro. Because that woman that's wearing dresses and small jewelry, and she has a purse and she has a nice background, she's in a nice bar, that woman is not gonna date a guy that's a skater, bro. Like a skater guy, basically. But that skater guy has his niche where he can grab them sort of women. But that's what basically I'm trying to say. If you know you want a certain type of woman, you need to fit their thing, basically. You need to fit their thing. Whereas they're not gonna date the skater guy, but they're gonna date the guy with a nice shirt. He's in shape. He looks clean shaven. You get it? He looks clean. And then the streetwear girl is probably gonna look at the guy and think, not too put together. You get it? I need someone a bit more edgy. Glittery pants. What do you wear streetwear now? Graphic tees and all of that. It's too different. But yeah, man, that's the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'll catch you on the next one in a bit.